We start at the pointy end. This is our forepeak, basically stowage for expeditions. A lot of it goes in blue barrels. We have all this stowage area on the side. It's also where we carry our spare inflatable dinghy, spare anchor. It's also a fresh produce pantry. These crates will be sort of filled with vegetables and whatever we can find on the island. Watertight bulkhead, crash bulkhead up forward, which is our first line of defense. And then this is a watertight door, one of 7 watertight compartments. So here we come into the workshop, one of my favorite areas. This is where we keep all our tools. A little workbench, a little vise. A lot of the fixing gets done here, if it can fit through the door. Winch parts, outboard parts, anything that breaks. There are 6 cabins, mirrored from one side to the other. They get slightly bigger as you get through the back of the boat. They are very comfortable. So everyone gets a bunk, cupboard space, and then the twin heads, which we share between up to 14 people. Also very ample space, very comfortable. It can be tricky to have a shower. Most people wait for a calm day. Saves on water. And then the aft cabins, which are the only cabins that accommodate up to 3 people. We were 13 on the last trip, and it was perfect. Yeah, there's a lot more space than you think. This is the pilot house. This is where we will sometimes do watches from, quite often in fact. If it's not very nice outside and standing at the helm is getting a bit much, we can control everything from in here. Autopilot, we have all our navigation instruments, and we do carry still our sextants. We'll generally have 6 or 7 on board. It's labor intensive and it's been rendered rather obsolete by GPS, but it's still a requirement for sailors like us to know how to know where we are with the celestial bodies. Should we go to the saloon? This is very much the heart of the boat. This is where people come socialize, come and edit pictures, play backgammon, chess, cards, you know, educate themselves from our extensive library, or just have a beer, you know. It's also the galley area. Somehow people like to congregate around food. So we have quite a spacious galley, fairly easy to cook for up to 14 people, powerful double burner, a large oven. Under the floors is food and beverage storage, behind the seats also, and under the settee, food for a very long time. A backup diesel burner, which also adds, when it's very cold, we turn it on. Romantic notion of having this sort of stove in the middle of the saloon. And our comms desk, so this is all satellite communication, and my office. And then the engine room. Equally important part of the boat. Twin Yanmar 150 horsepower engines, 11 kilowatt generator, the main diesel boiler, which is the red thing over there, which heats the whole boat, and a bunch of other gadgets. A water maker does 150 litres an hour, freshwater pumps, inverters. I try and get the crew as involved as possible. I mean, you know, it's something happens to me, they need to know what's going on, so and they do. They get stuck in. All right, should we go on deck? One of the pelagic concepts is that a lot can be done from back here. It adds to safety, sailing in remote places like the Southern Ocean where conditions can get quite rough. So a lot of the controls, sailing controls, are actually back here. Everything for the headsails, the front sails is done from back here. All the reefing for the mainsail is done from back here as well. The preventers, boom controls, lots of places to clip on with a harness if the weather's rough. Quite a safe boat. Obviously this is the helm. It's set up with a couple of steps to get a good view over the pilot house. Again, very safe area, very practical. It's a fun boat to sail. And our 3 8-man life rafts, the final contingency plan. Hopefully never to see the light of day. So this is our launching area for the tender. It's in davits. These 2 platforms can lift up, and there's steps going down to the scoop. We keep 2 outboard engines in the lazarette, the aft compartment of the ship, down here. Ferries people on and off the boat. So all the controls for the foresail are up here, except for the sheet, which brings the boom in and out. That's done from the cockpit. We can move around the boat, clipped onto these jackstays, lifelines here, pass into between the fingers, clip on here, many points to clip on, which brings us to the bow, last bit of the ship. This is our oversized anchor and windlass, which keeps us safe in our windy anchorages in South Georgia and Antarctica.